If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs. Going with the earthy tones here for the shoulders. Shoulder pads of the Forgotten Gate. Firelands Balrog is the boss, 11% on the drop rate. The next up piece will be the chest, which is kind of hiding behind the tabard Iron Pelt Jurgen. From Hellfire Citadel, Archimond is the boss. Kind of a low drop rate to pick up the chest piece. The belt is pretty easy to pick up. The Kultiran dude showing us the Runesworn Wasteguard. Stormheim is the place. Shadows in the Mist, it is a quest reward, so that's super easy to pick up. You probably already have it if you're playing back in the Legion. And the Iron Pelt Leggings, Hellfire Citadel. Gorefiend is the boss, low drop rate, part of the same tier set as the chest piece. So since it's hiding behind the cloak, you could always swap out something else brown. Treads of Dismal Fortune, Trial of the Crusaders. This is basically a Champion's Cache and decent drop rate. Iron Pelt Mitts, Hellfire Citadel, Tyrant Velhari, fair drop rate on the gloves. Moving on, the back Fortitude of Draenor, which I don't have showing, but I figured if you wanted to throw back, you could use that one. And the Tabard, Lightforged Tabard, Stormwind Embassy. This is Alliance only. It's quest reward when you get the Lightforged Draenor. And the headpiece is out of Tanan Jungle, various mobs, or you could buy it on the auction house. And the weapon, the staff is Infernal Flame Staff, Blackrock Foundry, Gruul is the boss, 20% drop rate. I don't know, this kind of has a very rugged bear look to it. Spolders of the Relentless Tracker, the Burning Throne LFR, Imonar, the Soul Hunter is the boss, 5% on the drop rate. Pick up the shoulders, kind of look like gray bear claws, kind of an old bear foot kind of thing going. Tunic of the Limber Stalker, Dalaran Wrath of the Lich King version, basically free as gift, so you get the token, you hand it in. That's out of Old War actually. So you get the token and you hand it in Dalaran. The Belt of Screaming Slag, Tomb of Sargeras Garoth is the boss, 6% on the drop rate for the belt. Thank you, Mr. Torin. The Leggings of Swift Reflexes, part of the same tier set as the chest piece out of Ulduar. Rune Master Mulgheim is the boss, 6% on the drop rate. Pick up the legs. Got a Zandalari Lady Troll showing you the Miststalker's Waiters. This is a nice set out of Isle Expeditions, or you could just step up, buy it on the auction house. As we progress through BFA, those Isle Expedition pieces going to be cheaper and cheaper. The hands, Bare Mantle Paws, are Karazhan BC. Garoth bosses drop it. I forgot the S on the boss. 31% on the drop rate, so that's pretty good. The back Flame Licked Cloak of the Quaff Bird, I believe that's pronounced. Who knows? I could got it right, maybe wrong. That's a drop out of Tanan Jungle. And the headpiece, Bare Mantle Headdress, is out of the Burning Throne, so that's part of the same tier set as the shoulders, gloves, and the last piece is the weapon, Blackrock Foundry. If you want to pick up the shoulders, you can head over to Old Hillsbrad Foothills. Lieutenant Drake is the boss, 12% on the drop rate, so that's spammable from that old BC dungeon. Moving on, the chest piece, Vestment of Indomitable Will, Battle of Dazalahar. This is the LFR version of that chest piece. 5% on the drop rate to pick up that first BFA tier set or chest piece. Snow Lily Belt, Mop Level Leatherworking. Check your local leatherworker or auction house to buy the belt with the bear claw on it. Lady Wergen's going to stick around and she's going to model the feet, which you really can't see on her. Scorched Blazehound Boots, Ragefire Chasm, Adarag is the boss, 8% on the drop rate. I think that's a bind one pick up, so you might be able to get it on the auction house. We have a Tauren dude who's showing us the Eternal Blossom gloves, which I kind of made a mistake with. That's actually a part of a tier set from Warlords of Draenor, all the fun. So I think that's out of Hellfire Citadel, not 100% sure. The back is also a mistake. That's a lower level cloak that you get for PvP, so you'll need a Mark of Honor to pick that up. The head I did get right, Warmongering Gladiator's Helm, WoD PvP Vendor, 3 Marks of Honor to pick up the headpiece, which looks really cool. Wild Gladiators if you're Horde, and the weapon straight out of Hellfire Citadel, Kilrog Deadeye is the boss, 10% is the drop rate for the staff. Going with the earthy tones here for the shoulders. Shoulder pads of the Forgotten Gate, Firelands Balrog is the boss, 11% on the drop rate. The next up piece will be the chest, which is kind of hiding behind the tabard Iron Pelt Jurgen. From Hellfire Citadel, Archimond is the boss, kind of a low drop rate to pick up the chest piece. The belt is pretty easy to pick up. The Kultiran dude showing us the Runesworn Wasteguard. Stormheim is the place. Shadows in the Mist, it is a quest reward, so that's super easy to pick up. You probably already have it if you're playing back in the Legion. And the Iron Pelt Leggings, Hellfire Citadel, Gorefiend is the boss, low drop rate, part of the same tier set as the chest piece. So since it's hiding behind the cloak, you could always swap out something else brown. Treads of Dismal Fortune, Trial of the Crusaders. This is basically a Champion's Cache and decent drop rate. Iron Pelt Mitts, Hellfire Citadel, Tyrant Velhari, fair drop rate on the gloves. Moving on, the back Fortitude of Draenor, which I don't have showing, but I figured if you wanted to throw back, you could use that one. And the Tabard, Lightforged Tabard, Stormwind Embassy. This is Alliance only. It's quest reward when you get the Lightforged Draenor. And the headpiece is out of Tanan Jungle, various mobs, or you could buy it on the auction house. And the weapon, the staff is Infernal Flame Staff, Blackrock Foundry, Gruul is the boss, 20% drop rate. We're going to kick off with the shoulders, which are out of Terrace of the Endless Spring, the LFR version. Lai Shi is the boss. Kind of a low drop rate. Pick up those tier shoulders from Mist of Pandaria. Moving on, we're going to give you a look at the chest. Vestments of the Blind Denizen, Ulduar. That's at a Wrath of the Lich King, General Vizax. What a name, General Vizax. 5% on the drop rate. The belt, Lady Zandalari Troll. This looks epic on a Lady Zandalari Troll, probably the dude as well. Seal of Karmic Return, Siege of Orgrimmar, Garrosh Hellscream, 18% on the drop rate for the belt. And we're going to show you the boots next, which you really can't see on a Zandalari Troll. Wild leather boots, vanilla level leatherworking. Find your leatherworker who's local in the area, or of course buy it on the auction house. Moving on, we're going to show you the hands, Eternal Blossom Gloves, which are part of the same tier set as the shoulders. Heart of Fear, LFR version, Windlord Meljarek is the boss. Kind of a low drop rate, but worth the effort. Moving on, the belt, or should I say the back, which is wearing a belt on your back. Wolf's Fur, Great Cloak, Frostfire Ridge. That's Horde only, and it's a quest reward. Now we have a Lady Kultiran showing you the Hood of Stilled Winds, Heart of Fear, LFR, Blade Lord. Tyak is the boss, and kind of a low drop rate on the headpiece. So the head, shoulders, and gloves all from the same tier set. And the weapon, as you can see, straight out of Darkshore, BFA, various mobs. That is a Alliance only drop, I believe. This is a very black and red Haunted Forest look. The Mantle of Haunted Forest, Throne of Thunder. Iron Quan is the boss, 11% on the drop rate. Sticking with the Lady Tauren, we're going to move on to the shoulders, which are going to come out of Warlords of Draenor, all the fun. Hellfire Citadel, Heroic Gorefiend is the boss, 6% on the drop rate for the chest guard of Gnawing Desire. Moving on, we got a Kultiran dude showing you the belt girdle of Night and Day. Throne of Thunder drops from Swen and Lulin, and I believe a few other mobs in that dungeon, so it's got a fair drop rate. And coming in with the legs, same tier set as the chest piece, Hellfire Citadel, Heroic Iron Reaver is the boss, 10% on the drop rate to pick up the legs. Got a Lady Worgen showing the Prospector's Boots, which is straight out of vanilla. Wailing Caverns, drops from various mobs, or I believe you could also buy it on the auction house, so not too difficult to pick up. Moving on, the hands, the Anime Ringed Fingers, same tier set as the shoulders and the belt. Throne of Thunder, Dark Animus is the boss, kind of a fair drop rate because it also drops from some mobs in there. Also, the Parrot Feather Cloak, Freehold Captains, or Sky Captain Crag, 12% on the drop rate. Sticking with the troll to show you the head, Helm of Assassination. This brings you back to BC. Alcatraz is the dungeon, so that's spammable. And a weapon, Abracadabra, Ice Crown Citadel, normal mode, 10-man. If you're still listening up and until now, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll close out by saying what I always say: whatever it is by you, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make your day